Okay. Sorry, I did not share this one. Okay, so just to give you again, this overleaf is a website. Let me just hide this one. This control is not good. Okay, perfect. So this overleaf is the website I used to create my resume. Okay, and it's real good website. So here you can create your resume in a coding format. Okay, so I have this one here. I created this resume, okay, in like 1 hour. So this thing I created in one. So I have a code here. You can get this code from ChatGPT. You just give the ChatGPT that my name is this and I have a role this. Give me a profession summary. I have like 5 year experience. This is my email address. This is my phone number. This is my WhatsApp. This is my GitHub. This is my LinkedIn, and it will generate a code like this. And you paste that code here, and it will generate a file like this. Okay, this file you can download as PDF and share with anyone. Okay, this website also have uh, right not this. Let me open the home page here. So you can go to projects. Okay, you can go to project. You can click on new project. You can use ready-made templates. So I'm choosing resume. So you can see you can find resume here. The format you like, you can choose that. Okay. This one I like, Jack Sparrow one. Okay. Now I repeat, I don't have a face like this, so I don't use this one. I like it, but I don't have uh, enough experience to make this beautiful. So maybe you so it likes to have a creativity. Like you should have a creativity to update this thing. Okay, but again you can pick this one. Okay, and change like open as you can just open it and you can update photos. You can update the headers, right? So all this thing, this is the code of that code. Okay, here you can update whatever things you want to update. Okay, so this is like Jack. So these are the photos. You update these photos and it will update it here. So you have a metal, you have a something like I don't know what is this, but the main file is this. And you can update all the headers. Like if you click this, double click this one, it will land you to the resume, right? So short resume, you can say uh, professional summary. Okay, so when you do this, it automatically will compile. You just click compile and it will update here. Okay, professional summary. So all these thing you can update. So captain, so you can say mentor graphics. Okay, I worked for mentor graphic from 2018 to I was a lead engineer. Okay, and you can say what is the location. Like the location is Hyderabad. I was in Hyderabad before Corona. Yeah, Corona sent me back into um, so you see Hyderabad, and finally got to I don't know what is this. Okay, this is a summary of what you can add. Right? Okay, again, so you just recompile this one and you can update this. So I'll it's not very hard to use. Okay, but once you get used to this software, resume update is real fun. Okay, so you see this, right? So how would you create this one in any other tool, right? You need Adobe Photoshop to do this, like things to do this, right? But you can get it from overlay real quick. Okay, so this this is a good website. I'll show you how to create a resume from this website. Okay, whenever the turns come, and then you can also do the resume building. Okay, so I have few. This website also have few templates. Okay, I have also few other templates that are not present on this website. I will share that with all of you, and you can use the same template. Okay, so you can just change the name, change the title, change the companies, and same thing you can use in your resume. Okay, you take the template, change in this file, and upload it to this overlay and download the content. So don't need to worry about all this formatting and all those things. That will be taken care by the same. Okay, so you see icons here, right? I missed icon here, so I can take icon from this one. Okay, so one day I will use this resume. Any question like So shall we move to monitoring? Okay. Okay. So what we are trying to learn today is the things that we do after deployment. Okay. So what DevOps do after deploying application. Okay. Okay. So like you deployed the application, everything is automated. Now your work is done. Will company fire you? No, right? You still have a lot of work to do. Okay. So what things people do after their application is deployed and everything is automated? What things you do? Update your infrastructure, right? Time to time, time to time. Okay. So this is one of the activities that will never finish. Okay. So if you know how to update your infrastructure, you will never lose your job. Okay. Okay. So I know how to do this, so nobody can fire me. Okay. If you know uh, how to develop, okay, how to do develop automation scripts. Okay. So this thing you will always need to do, right? So things will change in infrastructure, right? When a new release come, okay, so you need to update your scripts, right? Maybe the new the new new release requires, instead of Nginx they require Apache. Okay, so you need to integrate Apache into your system. So you need to have a developer background in the automation as well, not a core developer, just that you have knowledge how to develop the automation script. Okay, so this is fine. After deploying thing, you have to do all this thing. The one of the major activity you do is monitoring of infrastructure, monitoring of deployed apps and infrastructure. Can you tell me uh, why do we do monitoring? Anyone? Anyone can tell me like what do we do? What do we mean by monitoring? What do we mean? What is monitoring? Okay. Anyone? What is monitoring? So from the DevOps point of view, again, like you monitoring someone in person is not a monitoring. That is a monitoring like in a different sense. But from a software point of view, from DevOps point of view, what do you mean by monitoring? Anyone? We have working professionals here. I am expecting few points that you will tell me what is monitoring in real world. Well, did I cancel the Zoom meeting?
Like how the product is working, like any bugs.
Ah, bugs in software, right? This is what you
Yes.
right? Errors, caches, right? What else? Your dumps, right? Your application is generating dumps. Fine. Or what else you monitor? So from infra point of view, what do you monitor? You monitor disk space. What if you're running a software on a machine and that runs out of space and your software crashes, right? After some days, like, okay. So your application is generating 10 GB of data every day. Okay, after 10, so your machine have 100 GB only. So in 9 days or 10 days, your machine will crash, your software will crash, right? So how do you do? What do you do so what you replace it? You need to know when the disk is going out of space. So you can take remedies, right? Disk space is one of the monitoring. CPU monitoring, right? Your machines are getting older, so when your machine gets get older, your CPU capacity, CPU will also degrade, right? So you need to know when your CPU usage go very high. Okay, when your CPU usage go very, if your CPUs are underutilized or overutilized, you can know about this. So your application sometimes consume a lot of CPU. So you need to migrate those applications to another machine which have higher CPU resources, right? So CPU you monitor memory slash RAM, right? Why do you monitor memory or RAM? Your application requires uh, application loads data into RAM, right, to access it faster. So if it has a limited RAM, your application will start to slow down, right? So you need to know when your machine uh, is going like you need to monitor if your memory consumption are high or low, right? So if it is low, you can deploy more application on the system. If it is high, you need to move some application around the system from out of the system, right? So you monitor RAM. What else you monitor? From website point of view, you monitor if the website are up or not, right? Or not. Okay. From website point of view, you also monitor the response time. Okay. Response time. Okay. Uh, let's say you have a website running here in India, right? Just taking an example. So you have a website. What is this? My clicks are not okay. Okay. So your website is running in India. You developed a website. You deployed in India region. Okay, this is your website in India. Uh, one person is in US. He tried to access this website. Okay, he gets 2 millisecond of delay. Okay, 2 ms. Okay. You are sitting in India. You're getting like zero point 0.2 ms. Okay, so in India, the website is loading very fast because you are in the same region where application is running, right? But when a person from US had tried to access it, he get a 2 millisecond. So the this is called response time. So how much time the website takes uh, to load, okay, completely. So right from when you type the URL, press enter, and it shows all the content. That is called response time. If I open google.com, okay, so I press enter, it is loading some time, right? Until unless, so when you see this one, that means your website is loaded. Okay, so I just open. So this time you also need to monitor. Okay, sometimes your application will load slow, so you need to know when it is slowing, when it is loading slow, at what time it is loading slow, what is the pattern, like how many users were logged in at that time. Okay, so all this thing you need to monitor uh, for a website or application point of view. Okay, uh, users or just say web load. Okay, load on website. Okay, so all these things you monitor, like this is called monitoring. Okay, and sometimes you monitor uh, security risk. Okay, so if the contents are updated on the machine, so are we using a package which have high risk and they are like 10 years old and they never patched it, right? So those packages will have vulnerabilities, right? So you need to update them. So monitoring system, monitoring is another one. Okay, now okay. So this is called monitoring. Okay, so what do you get after you monitor a system, right? You enable a monitoring. Okay, so what do you do with monitoring? Okay, so once you are monitoring, how do you get benefited by monitoring? Okay, so the benefit of monitoring is not monitoring itself but the alerts generated by monitoring. Okay, so when you have monitoring in place, you can make alerts, right? So you say disk space you are monitoring, right? So you say if the disk space goes above 80%, you should be receiving an email, right? So alerts like email alerts. Okay, you receive alerts on email, alerts on phone, SMS. Okay, you Slack if you are using Slack. Okay, and if you are using Teams, you will need Teams, right? Or you are using Google messaging services. Okay, so what are messenger? I don't know, like Google Message. I got G Message. I just say G Message. I don't know. I never use it, so I don't know the name. Okay, so you configure alerts from the monitoring system, right? So what this monitoring system will generate is it generates The monitoring system generates metrics. Okay, so it generates metrics. Okay, and from metrics we apply filter to generate alerts. Okay, apply conditions. Okay, so the condition, when the condition is met, you will get alerts. Okay, so the monitoring system generates metrics, and from metrics you apply condition to get alerts. Okay, so we'll see this thing in a moment. Okay, so what tools are available in market for monitoring? Okay, so if you see this, right, uh, there are SaaS, okay, SaaS cloud SaaS platforms, okay, which gives you ready-made infrastructure to monitor your uh, infrastructure. Okay, so one of them is New Relic. If you have heard of New Relic, okay, Datadog, okay, there is Grafana Cloud, okay, Grafana Cloud. Okay, there is a Grafana community version as well, which you can deploy on your own machine. Okay, so do these three are the major clouds. One more is Lacework, okay, and there is Checkmate as well, check marks. Okay, so these are the few platforms which enables you to monitor your infrastructure. Okay, of course there are other tools as well. Okay, but these are the tool I am familiar with. There may be many tools that I I have no knowledge of, but again, so if you know one kind of tool, the other kind of tool follow the same patterns. Okay, they are similar kind of tools. So once you know how to do monitoring, so you it will be similar kind of things in other tools as well. Okay, so there are few things in any of the monitoring tool. One of them is dashboard. Okay, the other one is alerts. The third one is monitors. Fourth one is contact points. Okay, and the fifth one is explore or discover. So everyone, so these are the main component of any monitoring tool. Okay, so dashboards are nothing but they are visualization of your data. Okay, so whatever you okay. So uh, uh, whatever you are injecting into your monitoring system, you can create graphics out of that monitoring system. So these are called dashboards. Alerts are nothing but they are conditions on the metrics. The condition is true, alert is generated. Okay, so alert is generated, but where it will send alert, right? The Where it will send, it is defined by your contact points. Okay, so the contact point can be email address, your phone number, your Slack account, okay, maybe your WhatsApp as well. Okay, so these are contact points. So whenever a alert is generated, these multi system says what I need to do. Okay, so there are certain triggers alert do. So triggers can be made to contact point. So you have to define contact point first. Okay, so alerts and contact point work together. Okay, if you don't have any contact point, alert will remain on the system, it will not be triggered. Okay, monitors are nothing but they monitor given data. Okay, so you here you are not injecting any metrics. Instead, your monitoring system is pulling data. Okay, so you have a website. Okay, on your website you will not add anything to send data to your monitors. Okay, so monitor will fetch data from your website. Okay, so it gets data from website, and using rest of the things are same. It is just injecting data into your Grafana or any monitoring tool. Okay, explore and discover are raw tool. Okay, these are like any Postgres query. You might have used Postgres query, right? Postgres query or database query, they are similar. Discover and explore are similar. You can go and check what metrics are injected at what time, what data is happening. Okay, so this is like a raw data you can go and explore. And this, once you do this, you can copy you get a query. Okay, so the query can be injected into dashboard. Okay, enough talking. I think I'm going overhead. Let's do a demo here. Okay. So what I'll do is, okay. So I will be showing you using Grafana and Prometheus. Okay. So I'll show you the stack that I will be using. Okay. So I will have two nodes. Okay. That I need to monitor. Node one. Okay. And node two. Okay. I will also have a website. Okay. That will be deployed on one of the node. So this node will also have website. Okay. And this website I will call as, okay, www. Like just like I will call it like my app dot my app dot what's it? Okay. So I'll deploy something like my apps in this node. Okay. This is my website. So these the three things will have. So what we will set up is we will set up Grafana Cloud. Okay. This will have um, Grafana plus Prometheus. There are other things as well. So Grafana is nothing but a UI tool for visualizing things. Okay, for visualizing metrics. Okay, and Prometheus is nothing but a matrix aggregator. Okay, so you can send data to Prometheus. Prometheus is like just a database. Okay, matrix database. Okay, it will contain all the time series data. So whenever you send data to Prometheus, it adds a timestamp to it that I received this data at this particular time. Okay. If you send same data again, it will add a new time series. Okay. So it will know that at what time what data came. Okay. So this is a time series data. Okay. So and Grafana Cloud you can use for plotting your matrix. Okay. So these two things we will set up or use. Okay. And someone need to send data to Prometheus, right? So this is your cloud. So who will send data to Prometheus? Some agent on node will send data to Prometheus. Okay. And this agent is called exporter. Okay. So this agent on node that will send data, it will be called, it is like a exporter. Exporter is nothing but a tool that sends data to the file. Okay, so we will set exporter. Okay, and in our case it is node exporter. Okay, node exporter is nothing but it sends the node related matrix to Prometheus. Okay, so Prometheus is a standard system that is used by many tools. Okay, and tools have defined their own data format that can be read by Prometheus. So we will set up this infrastructure. Okay, so what is the role of this website? We'll set up a synthetic monitor. Okay, and this monitor will be called as synthetic monitor. Okay, synthetic monitor. Okay, so what is synthetic monitor? It is nothing but some a monitor that checks the statistics of a website. So here we are sending data to Prometheus, okay, using exporter, but in monitor we will fetch data from a website like some other source, right? So we'll fetch data from monitor, fetch data from website to monitor. Prometheus will receive data from node into Grafana Cloud. Okay, so this is so if you have your system nearby, okay, you can go to grafana.com. Okay, and while this is happening, spin up my system. Okay, so let me just open this one while showing up here. Let me hide this. Okay, I'll go to my Terraform code. It's my Terraform code. I just apply things. Okay, before I apply I have to I have to log in so that because I disabled the key. Okay, because in the video my key was visible. Okay, I'm logged in. I think I'm logged in. I'll go and I'll go by in. Okay, if you have any question, you can ask now. Okay. So first I will need to enable my key. Where is my user? This is my user. This is my Terraform uh, thing, and I have a security credential that I disabled just to make sure you people don't. Perfect. This is last use yesterday. Two use yesterday. I used. Okay. So I'll just say Terraform in it. Again, I'm creating two nodes. Okay, and those node I will monitor. Okay, so this. Okay, and say apply to. Okay. So while this is getting set up, okay, what I will do is I'll go to grafana.com, and here you can do a sign in, or if you are a new user, you can do sign up. So there are multiple options. You can do sign up. It is signing. Oh, sorry. Let me stop it. Why? I just go here. I will not let him do with my company account. Okay. So I clicked up. Okay, so right. Okay. So you see here, it is logged in with my account. But if you are on a new, if you are a new user on Grafana.com, okay, you can try create your own instance. So what you do is go to Grafana Cloud, okay, and it will ask you to log in for. Okay, so you can log in with any one of them. Okay, I use GitHub, so you can also use GitHub. You can use Google as well. Okay, so when I click Google, you need to log in here. Okay, once you log in, uh, the rest of the thing like is just go on. Okay, uh, so once you have a Grafana setup, right, you will have something like this. Okay, this is the home page for Grafana, uh, Grafana software cloud, right? So here you will see. So you will see there are dashboards, okay, just like I explained. Okay, so you see Prometheus 2.0. These are the pre-built Grafana dashboard for like generated by Grafana itself. So it shows you the this is a cloud instance of Grafana. Okay, you can also download a community version of Grafana. If you see Grafana community, so this also you can deploy on your system. Okay, so this is a free open source version of Grafana that you can make use of. And there is I'm using Grafana Cloud because it is easier to use and it is free uh, for POC or small work. Okay, so uh, so there is a dashboard. If I open any of the dashboard, you will see what kind of things it has. Okay, so you see this, right? So you might have seen this in at many places. Okay, something like this. Okay, so there are many things here. Okay. If I open any other browser, another dashboard, okay, this is my billing dashboard. Okay. So you see here, it has some overview of this. You see some metrics here. So these are the metrics here. This is the count panel here. Okay. So you will see time series graph here. You see a bar like a stack here, right? You see some DPM chart here. Okay. So there are many kind of chart you can create in Grafana. Okay. Uh, and we'll see how we will create one of them and you will continue from there. Okay. Perfect. Fine. This is Grafana. Like I told, there's a dashboard explorer you can use to query metrics. Okay, I can just click here. I can add filter here. I'll tell you what is this filter. Okay, I can just select this one, run query, and it will give me some data. Okay, so some kind of website is running here. Okay, and this is I think this is my website. somewhere. So it says website is down, website is up. Okay. Uh, right. What I need to do is I need to go to this machine. Oh, okay. I did not pay for this. That is why it is not allowing me to quickly pay for this. Okay. So for today, like okay, I don't need to pay. Let's see how we can monitor a website. Okay. All right. So the first thing you need to do, okay, when you join me again tomorrow, okay. Um, so you need to create a Grafana Cloud account, okay, from Google or GitHub, anyone. Okay. So next thing you need to do is monitor a website deployed in AWS account. Okay. So before that, you need to deploy the website, right? Deploy uh, a website in AWS. Okay, a static website or maybe S3 website. Okay, so I'll deploy a S3 website and then I'll show you how to monitor that. Okay, deploy a website in AWS. Okay, um, that is fine. Deploy a website and monitor the website deployed in AWS in Grafana using synthetic monitor. Same thing I will do. Okay. So this is something that you need to do after this class, and just let me know if you are not able to do any of them. Okay. So here, what I will do is I'll go to testing and synthetics. Okay. So what is this is you can monitor any website here. Okay, so I go to synthetics and here you will see I have a website deployed here and it says stay down because this website I brought down. Okay. I can add check for any website. There are many checks here. You can ping your website, you can ping your router, you can ping a host machine, okay, or you can ping any of your servers. I'm using HTTP because I want to check the availability of a website. So what I do is I'll just click here. I say monitor google.com. Okay. So here I need to put URL. So I put https google.com. Okay. You can add parameters if the website requires username password. You can pass it. Otherwise, it is not required. Enabled. I just say test. Testing will show me. Okay. So when you put your website monitoring, right, you do it from multiple location. Okay, let's say you deployed your it's just like an example I show, right? You deployed your application in one region, right? In India or USA or Canada or Bangladesh, no, not Bangladesh, but let's take an example, China, right? China, you deployed in China. So most of the company will ban China website. Okay, so TikTok is banned, right? So you cannot ping TikTok from India, but you can ping TikTok from USA or some other countries. Okay, so they are reachable from there, but not reachable from India. So you can monitor those things. Okay, let's say so TikTok, right? TikTok, TikTok. This is the TikTok website. If you click it, it's not reachable, right? Not reachable from here. So I just put a link in here, TikTok.com. I cannot reach it because India has banned TikTok, right? So you cannot open this here. So let's monitor TikTok from India and some other countries. So I'll choose a country that bans, okay, and the country that doesn't ban. I put multiple countries, so I will know uh, which country is not has not banned TikTok. I don't know why. So many. I cannot use that many. Okay, so I'll define the check again. I'll put Oh, I never used to. I don't know if it's tell of TikTok. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to test TikTok. Okay. I'll go to probes. I may not be able to use so many probes. Let's try to test it. Test checking. So it is trying to check all this thing. Okay. Success. Seriously. From Mumbai. I, I don't know. Okay. Save it. Okay. I cannot use so many. So I'll just remove Amsterdam, Oregon. So what I cannot use so many things. This is a free account. Let's save it. It will not allow me because I have one check. Okay, so let me delete that check. Okay, let me delete this check. This check over delete. This will allow me to delete. Yes, here. Delete check. Who needs this? Okay. Now I'll just say fine. It is testing. Why I'm testing it again. Let us close this. Save it. Cascaded. So I'm monitoring TikTok. After few second like few minutes, this data will be updated. So I can go and view the dashboard. So what I have done is okay to graphically show you there is a website called TikTok. Okay, TikTok. Okay, this is running in some location. Okay, so this is running in China or maybe somewhere, right? Location which is like not in India. Okay, and I'm monitoring this website from two region. One is Mumbai, okay, and another in Tokyo. Did I use Tokyo? Two locations. Let me open this browser. Refresh. Dashboard. I am using two locations. Where the location is not showing up here. Okay, so probes Mumbai and London. Yeah. So one is Mumbai and another is London. And the Grafana, like, so Grafana is a global stack. So they have uh, servers in every country. Okay, so this is the Grafana cloud. Okay, and you have set up a synthetic monitor. Okay, syncheck synthetic check. So this synthetic check is connecting to TikTok. Okay, and so this check is running inside here. Okay, there is a machine in Mumbai and there is a machine in London. Okay, so synthetic checks are running from here, just like your computer, right? This is your computer. You are checking TikTok from London and you are checking TikTok from Mumbai. So Mumbai will say that, oh, I'm able to talk to TikTok. London say I'm not able to talk to TikTok. Okay, so synthetic checks will take data from Mumbai and London and will show up here. Okay, so what you are seeing here is the data from both the locations. Okay, so let me just refresh it. Okay. Still no data, it will come up after some. So you see certificate, right? So there's a website certificate and it says expires in 21 week. Like it's like almost uh, 6 months or 3 months, maybe 3 months. Okay, here you see the website uh, shows a latency here. Okay, so it takes 523 millisecond to load in Mumbai and 479 millisecond in London. Okay, so you see London's the network in London is faster than Mumbai. Okay, so Mumbai it takes time. Here you see uh, uh, latency by phase. I don't know what is latency by phase, but yeah, this tag shows you data about your TikTok website. Okay, you can also check something that is running in uh, like not in India, which is like away. So what you can do is I can just edit this tag instead of TikTok. I will say Amazon.com. Okay, Amazon.com. So Amazon. Let's say UK. Okay, so Amazon.uk is a website that is in running in UK. Okay, Amazon.in is a website that run in India. Okay, so I'll say UK here, and I'll just say save. And now this probe will check for UK.com. Okay, so let me just refresh, see if it works. Any question from synthetic monitor point of like any question from here? This is the one thing. This is the one thing I'm not able to show you from here. I need to fix this AWS account before I do this. So until then, I'm just explaining one of the check that the simplest check that you can do in Grafana. So it's still loading. After some time, it will appear. Okay, let me see if there is a website like this. Like I'll just paste it here. Okay, let me update this. I think I will. So let us make it India, right? So Mumbai it should be faster. Okay, and should be there's a website like this. Let's see. Yeah, so it is there. I will not show you my shopping list. Let me update this. Okay, so anyway, nothing to update. So let me just refresh. I can go to dashboard, uh, and I can just change last 5 minute, like 15 minute. So all the data will. So yeah, so let's just see the concept of. Okay, it will take some time. After some time, we will review this again. Let's see the different option available on the part. Okay, so when you click this icon, you will be on home. Okay, so in on home, you will see the uh, recent uh, uh, recent uh, area in the Grafana, right? So you visited cloud billing, you visited this dashboard. Okay, so it will show what is the account plan. I'm using a free plan. How many users are there? What are the usage? So I have 77 metrics. Okay, so I can use 10K metric, 10,000 metrics. I have 46.2 MB logs included by, but I have 50 GB of plan. So I can use traces. Uh, Profiles, active users, front end observability, synthetics. I can use 10,000 100,000 tests. I have used only 27,000 tests. Okay. So many. Okay. So this is the dashboard, like the home page. So there's a star here. So whatever you star, it will come up here. So let's say I like billing, right? So I can star it, and that will appear in the star here. So you can star anything. So you can start checks as well. Okay. So I can go to checks. Seriously, I cannot start it. Okay. So let me just TikTok, right? TikTok is appearing here. Okay, the name of Facebook is okay. Now we have some data here. Okay, let me go to dashboard. You see, there's a uptime here. Uptime is not shown here, but you see, I'm checking the website from two locations. One from Europe, okay, which is London, and one from India, Mumbai. Okay, so two location I'm trying to ping Amazon.in. Okay, and you see here the difference between seriously Mumbai is way slow. Okay. So from London, it takes only 33 millisecond. Okay. And from Mumbai, it is taking 490 millisecond. So you see the India is way. Yeah, I know. Anyway, so way behind the internet stability. Okay, so in Mumbai, even if the this Amazon.in is in India, it still take 484 milliseconds. Okay, so if Amazon people sees this, right, they will see why it is taking very much why it is taking 400 milliseconds in Mumbai. So they can improve this infrastructure and make this website faster in Mumbai. Okay, by seeing this graph. Okay, so when people monitoring monitor website, right, they have different location, and from different location they say that this website is down in North America, this website is working in South America, or this website is not working in Atlantic website. So from this synthetic monitor they know that this website is working in which country, which region. Okay, so say monitor, so this is a monitor for the website. So whenever you have a website, you create a website and you have client across your globe. Okay, so you can use synthetic monitor to check the availability of your website. Apart from availability, you can also check the response time in different region. Okay, so this is the use of synthetic monitor, one type of monitor that is available in Grafana. Okay, let's see the other components in Grafana. So dashboards, as I explained, these dashboards are nothing but visualization of your metrics. Okay, so you see Prometheus 2.0 overview. So nothing here. Okay, so it's a bad dashboard. I don't know how they are managing this. Okay, fine. I can go to dashboard. Let's see something that is good here. Okay, so Grafana test panel. So you see some random box series here. Data team point. This is called another time series graph. This is two-axis graph. Okay, so you see all this. These are the type of things you can build with Grafana. Okay, these are called panels here. Okay, so panels are nothing but visualization of the data. Okay, and where is your data? The data can be found in Explore section. Okay, in the Explore session, at the top you see there is a data source. Okay, so what is data source? Data source is nothing but a location where your metrics are saved. Okay, so here you see this Grafana cloud has many data store. Okay, we are going to learn only Prometheus. Okay, but you can also see Loki here, Graphite here. You can also add Postgres here. You can also add InfluxDB here. You can also add MongoDB here. Okay, so whatever data source you database or any other logging source you have, they are supported in Grafana. Okay, so Prometheus is a time series uh, database which contains your matrix in a time series format. Okay, this is you choose a data source, and at the top you see split, add. This is a time thing. Okay, so what is a time thing? So because your Grafana is ingested data all the time, right? Okay, so this is like time. Okay, this is the time. What's it? Okay, so this is a time access. Okay, so at this time you get one data. At this time maybe one, two, three data. At this time you only get one data. At this time you get this much data, and in between you didn't get any data. So okay, so these are the data points. Okay, these are the data ingested into uh, Prometheus. Okay, so now Prometheus. So what you can do with this, right? This thing, say, so you say I want to get only data from last 5 minutes. Okay, so it will just show you these two data. Okay, so let's say this is 5 minutes. Okay, so it will show only these two data. If you want to set last 30 minutes, okay, maybe you will see this this whole data, right? So remove it, this one. Okay, so now I mean you can also choose a time. Okay, let's say I want to see data from 6 to 7. Okay, apply time range. I'll just select 6. Okay, and in 2 I will select 7. Okay, apply time range. So I will see data from uh, 6 July to 7 July. Okay, so run query. So you will see data from 6 July to 7 July, but you have to use a matrix. Okay, so this thing will limit your data into data from particular time set only. Okay, let's say you so this is like 7 or this is 6, right? So you are seeing data from here to here. Okay, so this helps you to debug a particular time uh, time matrix. So you want to see only data from a particular date, you can also choose that there is an option here. Okay, so we are still in explore, we are exploring matrix here. So you explore, you check the data source, you check the time frame. Okay, and now you need to select a matrix. Okay, uh, so when synthetic monitors generate probe underscore matrix. Okay, so what are these metrics? These metrics are nothing but it's like they are like tables in database. Okay, so matrix equals to tables in database. Okay, matrix in Prometheus equal to like they are equivalent to tables in database. So you have data tables, right? In databases, in table you put some data. Same thing is here. Prometheus, the matrix is a table in Prometheus which contains the matrix ingested from uh, the source. These are matrix point, so they will go to a matrix. So there is a matrix name you need to select. Uh, the synthetic monitor creates a probe underscore matrix. So you can select any one of them and you can select the probe. So I want to see all the probe from Mumbai region. So I can select Mumbai here. Okay, and I can run query. So from Mumbai, you will see a graph here. Okay, so so it says uh, what website I'm monitoring. Okay, I can select that as well. Okay, let me see. I want to select the instance. Okay, so it is only showing one instance because that is available here. Okay, let me select HTTP redirects or just HTTP status code probe here, and in the instance, okay, 6 to 7, right? We deployed only last, so let's say last 5 minutes, and here it will show our instance. Okay, so it says Amazon.in if you want to check, or TikTok.com. So I will go for Amazon.in, and you can run the query here and it says status was 200 all the time. So you see dot here, these are the ingested point. So every minute it is getting ingested. At the bottom you will see time when the data has arrived. Okay, so this data has arrived 7:13, some data arrived 7:13. Okay, I can choose TikTok as well. So in last 5 minutes, I don't have any data because I deleted the TikTok. But you can also check the last 3 hour data. You will see some TikTok data here. Okay. I can also filter out 30 minutes and I will see some TikTok data here. So TikTok was enabled for this time to this time only. So 3 data point was enabled here. Okay. So this is like you're exploring matrix here. What happened? Okay. So more matrix you can explore here. Okay, and it will show up. Okay, so this is like explorer. So explorer is generally used for finding out the available metrics and to create a dashboard. So now you have this dashboard, right? So how do you create a panel for this dashboard? You can either you are building it here using UI, but you can also write a code here. Okay, so I can click it here, I can copy this query. Okay, so this is the use of Explorer. I can copy the query. I can go to dashboard. I can create my own dashboard. I will say, so this is Prometheus I want to select. Okay, and here I can just put query here. I'm creating another dashboard. Apply, and it will show me the data. So let me say I didn't save it here. Okay. So save, and you see here now it is showing me some data. So this is one of the panel. Okay, so this is a panel here. I can also change time frame. Let's say 15 minutes. It will show me the last 15-minute data. Okay, I can select 30 minutes. 30-minute data is here. Okay, so this way, like when you want to get dashboard, right, you can take use of explore to find the right query for your dashboard panel. Okay, okay, so explore is used for exploring metrics. Will do this again tomorrow. Okay, a little bit of it. And so alert alert is something that you will configure when you have a condition. Okay, so let's go to alerting. Okay, so alert will have alert rules. Okay, these are like conditions that you want to check for. Okay, there are contact points. So contact point will tell you where the alert will be triggered. Okay, let's say email address or your SMS, phone SMS, like those things you can so if you I click on alert, there is one alert tool here I created, synthetic monitor. Okay, and in synthetic monitor I have alert created here. So this says if if the failure are high, like your website is not visible, not available, uh, and the availability is less than 95%. Okay, less than 95%, so it will generate an alert. If the website availability is less than 90%, it will generate an alert, and 75% it will generate a low level alert. Okay, okay, so these are alerts. We will configure alert tomorrow as well. Okay, just to show you what are the things here. Contact points are like I have configured my email address here. So Grafana will send me alert for any emailer uh, via email. Okay, so if I click on here, okay, okay, so I can just save it here. I can also test it. When I test it, it will send me a test notification to see if everything is working or not. So test alert sent. I can go to Gmail, my Gmail address, and I will see that an alert was generated by Grafana on my machine, or like on my email address. This is DevOps. Seriously, it's not here. Okay, I did not open it. My bad. Okay, I can send it to DevOps form as well. Let me change it to DevOps form at gmail.com. Save contact point. I can again edit it and send test notification, and you will see you receive a email here. Okay, so Gmail. Here I go to this inbox, and you see alert here. A test alert was fired. Okay, so this is one of the one kind of alert you will see from Grafana. Okay, it will say what is the alert name, when did it happen, and what is the summary. Okay, we'll create alert this as well. But I need to fix this AWS account before. Okay, so alerts you create first alert tool. Okay, and then you create contact points. Okay, notification is policy is nothing but it defines if the alert contains something, which notification policy you want to use. So you can have multiple contact point enabled. Okay, so here you see there is default policy which is delivered to Grafana default email contact point. Okay, so you can create more multiple notification policy. Generally these are like advanced thing, you don't need to configure this yourself. Okay, a more advanced architect guy will configure this for you. Okay, so you are mostly responsible for injecting data into Grafana and creating dashboards for from that from that metrics. Okay, okay, so many of this thing is not relevant, right? Machine learning is not relevant, incident is not relevant. Okay, On-call is not relevant. This is like SLA, SLO. These are more of a SRE thing. Okay, so Grafana is not only used by DevOps. This is also used by IT professionals, like the IT team or the SRE teams, like Ops team. Okay, so Grafana is more of a Ops uh, platform than DevOps type. Okay, so if you are, so you mostly will be working on dashboard, injecting metrics, and setting up connections. Okay, so these are the uh, so we will be talking about data sources. You see, click on data sources, and these are the data sources that are all pre-built into the Grafana Cloud. Okay, okay. I think I went over for an hour. Okay, I'll stop recording and I'll take question from